Hello, Captains! Welcome to my Let's Play series of Star Trek Online on the Romulan Faction as a Reman character. In the video before the last, we hit level 20, and I was able to get my Tier 3 starship. If you're wondering why I can now do this, then watch the last video I just published right before this one. It goes over all of the changes I made to this character now that we are level 20 sub-commander and able to use Mark 6 gear. I upgraded to a Tier 6, or Tier 6, that would be something. No, I upgraded to a Tier 3 starship at this level. I have it all geared out and ready to go. And I have also completely changed all my ground gear as well. So all of that is updated. So watch the last video again if you are curious what I changed, because that video only goes over that. No missions were played in the last video, just that. I am flying the Valdor now. But now we can go on to the next mission. This is going to be in the Tal Shiar storyline. Basically, we are infiltrating the Tal Shiar, and we're going to go inside. This is called Sleepers. The Tal Shiar are raiding a deactivated Borg ship when they find that not everything is what they expect. Sub-Commander, the Tal Shiar is quite impressed with your actions in the Unroth system. Accordingly, we are rerouting the RRW Hand of Omega to the Talis system to assist in salvage operations vital to the Tal Shiar interests. Although this is a simple salvage mission, the target is a high-value one. Failure is not an option. Succeed in this task, Sub-Commander, and you will have demonstrated your capability and your loyalty. Those are the qualities the Tal Shiar values most. Our reward will be exoplating armor, personal shield options. So let's beam up. And we've got our new ship ready to go. I'm excited. Hopefully we'll get to do some combat, because I haven't done it yet, and I'm very interested to see how that goes with our new ship here. As we go out to sector space here, I'll set a course for the Talis system, which is way up here. And while we're headed that way, there is something I want to talk about briefly. But let's see what our maximum warp speed is now with all our upgrades. Looks like we are now traveling warp 7.78, so we are definitely moving through space a little bit faster, so that definitely helps. I also don't want to forget to do marauding missions, duty officer missions, as we travel to each new sector space, because that's important. I want to get marauding all the way maxed out. Plan that. There we go. Okay. No, we got several here under marauding. Oh, we got one. But I can't do it because I'm missing stuff. Oh well. Okay, so the quick thing I want to talk about is I was reading some comments in the last video about my build and everything on the ship, and some people were saying, why not just go ahead and use cannons on the ship rather than beams? If I want to use cannons, then use cannons. Throw a couple of RCSs on there and you should be fine, they say. Well, first of all, this ship cannot do that. It only has one engineering console slot, so this ship can only have one RCS console. RCS, as you know, improves turn rate, so I can only have one turn rate buff console on this ship, so it's very limited in that way to begin with. But even with that RCS, I still don't feel that the turn rate is good enough to do cannons. It just does the ship speed, the engine speed is still too slow, and the turn rate is still too slow. Now that's just for me personally. Maybe you feel differently. Maybe you have different levels of what's acceptable to you. Obviously we all do, right? But for me, it doesn't meet my levels of what I want out of a fast-moving escort type ship if I'm going to use cannons. It needs to be, for me, really fast moving and have a really tight turn rate. And this ship, the Mogai or Valdor, is just not built for that. And neither is the Derdex. Those kinds of ships just aren't built for that. Now, I was told that my next ship at Tier 4, I might actually have more options than just the Derdex. So I look forward to seeing what those other options are. But I'm just saying, for me, this type of ship is too slow, even if I added an RCS for cannons. So I'm going to stick with beams. And beams can be very good, too. Very, very good. So, I mean, I really don't have a problem with that. It's not like I'm hurting for damage. So we're doing all right. Now, also, I just want to remind everybody we are playing all missions in advanced mode. That is one of the differences with this playthrough compared to my previous playthroughs. Every mission that we do is in advanced difficulty. So that raises the difficulty level, and it does make it more difficult for me. So even if I'm doing really good, well, actually, if I'm doing really good against an enemy in advanced, then you know I would totally be owning them in normal mode. So you can kind of look at it that way. Let's begin sleepers.
We're being hailed by Commander Navek of the Frere.
Welcome to the Tlis system, Sub-Commander. I am Commander Kael Navek of the IRW Frere. Commander Janik assures me that you are a capable officer. Looks like I'll get the chance to judge that for myself. This system is full of valuable salvage, full enough that this place is crawling with scavengers and pirates. Your orders are to scan the asteroids in the area and deal with any hostiles you encounter along the way. Scan the asteroids and defeat pirates. Okay, that I can do. I'm not even going to bother to cloak, because when I scan the asteroids, it's probably just going to decloak me anyway. Some other people were mentioning that I should be using the cloak more. Yeah, if I've really felt that I needed it, but I really sometimes just don't feel like I need the cloak. But I'll use it on big enemies, perhaps. There might be some enemies out there that it helps with. But so far, I just really don't find a usefulness for it. I'd rather just fly in and do all my damage and get out. Which again is part of the playstyle of an escort, which is what I really want to have on this playthrough.
Sir, I'm getting readings that match those we picked up at Kittimer. You think the Borg tangled with the Alachi? If so, that means the Alachi have more power than we realized.
Do not concern yourself with this matter. Continue scanning.
They know a lot more than they're telling us, which seems to be what the Tal Shiar are all about. But what they don't want to talk about could get us killed. I suggest we use caution.
Of course, we were always going to use caution. That was never not an option. I got two asteroids way back there. Let's go to them first. I see an enemy. No activity there. But I do see activity here. Let's see what our new ship can do, shall we?
Warning, ship under attack. Target shields have failed.
Yep. I'm just fine with beams right now. Absolutely fine. Once I get a ship that's more capable of being maneuverable, then I'll go with cannons, but I guess that'll be closer to in-game for me. Our sensors indicate that you successfully cleared the area of some pirates. Well done. But where there is one, there will be more. Well, of course. Probably at the next place I'm going to, in fact. Again, we are in advanced difficulty, but, I mean, I just ate through that ship like it was butter. Sliced it to pieces. Ah, here we go. I didn't get quick enough. My power levels back up quickly. There we go.
Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
You are a capable combatant. I'll be sure to make a note of that in my report. Navek out. Well, of course I am.
I'm picking up something large on the sensors. It's a Borg cube. At least now we know what the tall Shi'ar is really after.
Of course. They want Borg technology, as do most people. Scan derelict cube. I mean, I think the Romulans pulled this in the Federation playthrough anyway. Same thing. The Frere is hailing us, sir. Perhaps Janek was right about you after all, Subcommander. Now that you have cleared the area, we'll beam aboard the cube and conduct salvage operations. Although you have not been completely cleared for an operation of the security level, we need your assistance. Therefore, I am authorizing you to transport over with my teams to provide logistical support. While on board, I expect you to submit to my authority. Do not ask questions and do not make me regret my decision. Okay, I'll meet you on the cube.
Why are the tall Shi'ar tempting disaster by boarding a Borg cube? This is something that the Republic will want to know. We'll be ready for your transmissions if you find anything, and we'll be monitoring your progress.
Come on, Dovin. It's not hard to figure out they want to steal Borg technology. Give me a break.
Beam you over to the Borg cube whenever you're ready.
Let's go. Call him Slow Tovin. Yep, it's a Borg cube. Oh, it is Borg. Subcommander, we will be monitoring your progress from the RRW Hanma. Make a call if you need assistance. There is some interference, but as long as the cube remains inactive, we will be able to maintain a lock on you and the away team. We've beamed over supplies as directed by the Frere's officers. Sensors show that the cube has minimal power. A crate of flashlights is among the supplies. Okay, we're going to get a flashlight. Which are where? Here. Take flashlights. Let's equip those real quick. Do I only get one? Do I have to like pick one up for each of my bridge officers? No, they don't get one. Just me. Waiting to turn it on. Ah, there we go.
Watch your back.
This Borg ship and all the drones aboard are in a regeneration cycle. However, the power levels are almost negligible. They are, for all intents and purposes, in a coma state. That suits our purposes. I need you and your team to assist in the salvage operations. But more importantly, I need you to keep your heads down do as you're told. I know you're used to leading, but what is required now is someone who can follow orders. Do that, and we'll finish our task here without difficulty. Uh-huh. So what do I need to do? Your records indicate you're quite capable with the weapon of yours. There are a number of distribution nodes in the area. Removing those will further disable the cube. While you're at it, see if you can scavenge any components from the destroyed nodes. Destroy distribution nodes and salvage components. That is my order. And let's not wake up the Borg. Oh, didn't realize it was going to blow up right in my face. Move away and it explodes. Got it. Collect components. Receiving data, sir. I find it very suspicious that they're taking Borg technology. Why is that suspicious? I don't understand why everybody's so surprised they want Borg technology. Who doesn't? Receiving data now, sir. These Borg were all severely damaged by simultaneous loss of critical systems. Something really did a number on them. Speak with Commander Nevek. We got all 5. Thank you for your assistance with the salvage operations. I requested a solid officer to help, and that seems to be what I was sent. Now. Commander, you have to see this. It sounds like they found something. Sub-Commander, would you please report to Team 3's location and see what the disturbance is? Find Team 3. Was that where I just was? Looks like they opened the door. Not sure where they went. Oh, look at that. Something carved out the inside of this thing. Examine hollowed out area. Contact Nevek. Understood. While we have never encountered this phenomenon before, the fact that the center of the cube has been removed does not change our mission. Don't get distracted. Get the data from the computers. Perhaps there's something worthwhile here we can salvage. Yeah, but what caused it? That's not normal. Not a normal thing. It just doesn't happen. Download Borg data. It says right here. Oh, here we go. Test subject. Species 29 artifacts recovered. Preliminary testing indicates favorable results. Further study authorized. Project name Iconia. Testing for Omega file corrupted. Copy data log to send to your ship. Send evidence to the ship. Sub-Commander, I'm using the Frere's carrier wave to disguise your transmission. Ship sensors indicate that the other Tal Shiar teams are either out of your area or moving to other areas of the cube. Now would be the best time to transmit your data, okay? Sir, you're near the central data node. It contains the most complete information anywhere in the cube, and the Tal Shiar knew exactly where to look. This isn't the first time they've raided a Borg vessel. It will take some time to parse the data, but what we've already seen is damning enough. The Tal Shiar know far too much about Borg technology and how to use it for themselves. Alright, complete sending the data packets. Subcommander, return to me immediately. I have new instructions for you. Okay, return to Navek. So the Tal Shiar know a lot about the Borg. Basically. Well, this guy just doesn't move, does he? He stays in one spot and he's just going to stay there no matter what. Excellent. I'm downloading our findings to the Frere now. Next, I'll need you to assist Team 3. You are interrupted. Commander, they're waking up. We didn't think it would restore. Drones online, can't transport, requesting immediate... Let's get to their position, shall we?
We are the Borg. From this time forward, your culture will adapt to service ours.
You know what? I don't have any frequency remodulators on me right now. Maybe they won't be as powerful. Thought these were the ones that woke up. I guess not. Nope, these ones did. Oh yeah, they're not as powerful as normal Borg. They're damaged. I think we got him, guys. Oh, okay, now we got him. Collect survivors of Team 2 and move toward Team 3's location. Where would those people be then? Says to do something right here, but I don't know what. Oh, here we go. Sir, this officer appears to have died of a self-inflicted disruptor blast. Death was preferable to assimilation. Oh, hello. Hello? Sub-Commander, Ferris has been studying Borg technology extensively. He was the only one here who knew how to override the transport disruption field. Without his knowledge, we cannot escape. I take no pleasure in this decision, but it was better for him to die than to be assimilated. We can take the knowledge stored on his new implants and use it to access the cube's systems. We'll use their own technology against them. If we had have delayed this assimilation process, Ferris might have survived. I guess that's him being assimilated, escaped the Borg. You always wonder who's going to wake up. These guys are going to wake up. Escape the Borg. I can override the cortical node here. That will drop the transport disruption field. Keep those drones off me while I work.
You will be assimilated.
Here we go. Battle Royale style. Let's do this.
Your technological and biological distinctiveness to our own. Assimilated. Resistance is futile.
I gotta remember to use my Riemann telepathy power more. It's a very effective weapon. Defend your position. Well, I've been doing that. I guess I killed everybody before the timer's up. That's cool. I should get an accolade for that, really. We need to get you out of there now, sir. Beam me up. And a long load time. Sorry about that. Nothing I can do. Sometimes that happens, sometimes it doesn't. All I know is I hope it drops us off into space and we get to fight the Borg. I really want to test out my ship. It's a cube. Sir, the cube is activating. We have to destroy it. Hey, I'm ready to go. Let's do this thing. Now for this one, I'll cloak. For all you that say I need to cloak more. There, I cloaked. I cloaked. I'm going to activate all my powers and then decloak. And I'll get that buff. So there you go. I did it.
Ship under attack. Target's shields have failed. Core shields failing. Rear shields failing. Right shields failing.
And it's gone. Thank you for the help, Sub-Commander. We may have had a very different outcome without your assistance. As far as this mission goes, this never happened. Nevek out. One of those missions, huh? We're ready to depart on your order, sir. I'm sure Commander Tamara will want a full report. And let's warp straight up into the sky. So the Tal Shiar want Borg technology, and they're very familiar with how to get it. Alright, excellent work bringing this information to the attention of the Republic. I had heard the Tal Shiar was interested in expanding their technical advantage through Borg technology, but I had no idea they were going to such lengths to do so, or that they were so foolish and short-sighted, or perhaps so desperate. But in order to truly expose the true nature of the Tal Shiar, we will have to uncover more evidence than some Borg salvage. Be ready. After that performance, Janix will have another assignment for you soon. Let's go ahead and take a personal shield, even though I don't need it. I will take a look at the exoplating armor, though.
Congratulations, Sub-Commander.
And Sela tells us we are Sub-Commander now, 21 now. We get nothing at 21. We just get a new rank. So we are level 21 now, but nothing new there. Now, I did say this. I was going to start putting some points into Impulse expertise, and what this is going to do is help me a lot. Even on escorty type ships, this is going to increase my impulse speed and my turn rate. It's going to give me a bonus, and there's 3 levels of that. So I'm going to hit this thing. We're doing that. And that's going to help me be more maneuverable in space. And that's going to make me very happy. Let's look at this armor real quick, compare it to my own. Plus 67.3 physical damage resistance, so way much more physical damage resistance than I have now. Way more kinetic damage, but less energy damage. And it has plasma damage resistance, which I don't have. Gives a 5% chance to heal, plus 31 hit points when receiving damage. I guess I'm just going to keep my current one because I do have more energy weapon damage resistance, but also I have this regeneration on here. Regeneration of hit points and shield. I got a shield regeneration and a hit point regeneration. HPP. So, I'm going to keep it, even though this would be a good armor. If you're leveling up and you could not afford a good armor at this point and you played this mission and you got this armor, this would be a good armor to have, and you could actually replay this mission and put an armor like this on each of your bridge officers too. So that would be a good armor to use if you didn't have anything better. But I'm going to stick with what I got. I do want to go back to New Romulus. Can you transwarp there? Yes, you can transwarp to New Romulus. And the reason why is I want to see what adding that impulse skill did to my flight speed. I remember it was 11 point something previously. And so now that I put that skill into it, I wonder what my flight speed will be now. I can kind of already tell the difference. I'm moving a little bit faster than I was before. Yes, I am now moving at 14.57 flight speed. I was at like 11 point something before in the last video, so putting that skill in there does increase my flight speed and does increase my turn rate. So once I max that skill out, I will have a much better flight speed and turn rate, and it won't be so bad. It really won't be so bad then. Yeah, the turn rate now is actually, right now, is actually not terrible, guys. I mean, I still would not use cannons with this, but it's a lot better than it was. When I max out that impulse spec, it may give me enough to be able to use cannons good enough on this ship. But by that point, of course, we'll already be close to the next ship. You know, tier 4 ship by that point. But maxing out that impulse spec will definitely lean me towards being able to use cannons a lot sooner. Because that really did help. I can feel the difference. So that's nice. I'm glad I put skills there, and I'm going to finish that skill tree out. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that mission. Learning a little bit more about the Tal Shiar there and Borg technology. The next one is called Cloak and Dagger. And so there you go. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for the next one.